judge who entrapped him. Now I want to extend the lie to a Supreme Court judge. Ladies and gentlemen, all these claims by the Attorney General through his spokesperson are lies, and we have evidence to prove so. In addition to the voice recordings, we have other evidence by way of screenshots of chats on Watsap between Godfred Dame and Mr. Jakpa, which further proved that the Attorney General contacted and represented a represented person without recourse to the represented person's lawyer. The charts further show that it was Godfred Dame who chose to meet Richard Jakpa at the house of the Supreme Court judge, and not the Supreme Court judge who invited them. So the first one.
The date, 16 February.
16 February 2022. You know the mic. The mic. 16 February 2022. From Richard Jakpa. I'm humbly requesting for a time and venue at your convenience to meet you for a private discussion, please. Then, I'm most grateful for that kind gesture from you. Then hope to hear favorably from you.
Next.
This is all from Richard Jakpa. Then you come down here. Okay. That is from Godfred Dame. I will arrange through your brother. Thanks. That brother is the Supreme Court judge. So Godfred Dame says he will arrange through the Supreme Court judge for them to meet. So the Supreme Court judge has not requested for any meeting in his house. It's Godfred Dame who arranged the meeting. Then he said, okay.
Yeah. So no, hold on.
Yeah.
Go back. So as you read.
The charts show it was Godfred Dame who chose to meet Richard Jakpa at the house of the Supreme Court judge. As you can see from this screen, this is a WhatsApp chat dated 16 February 2022, which Godfred Dame undertakes to arrange a meeting with Mr. Jakpa through his brother, actually his cousin, the Supreme Court judge, through a WhatsApp message sent at 7:32 p.m. This evidence totally belies Dame's contrived and gross claim that he was entrapped. So he was not entrapped. He planned to use the Supreme Court judge to call the witness for whatever they wanted to set up. The next set of WhatsApp chats. WhatsApp exhibits 2, 3, and 4. Dated 17th July 2022. Shows Godfred Dame receiving certain soft copies of documents from Mr. Richard Jakpa to facilitate his prosecution of the minority leader at 11:29 p.m. close to midnight. So if you hear Richard Jakpa saying odd and unholy hours and times, this is what he was referring to. This was immediately after the Attorney General had met Mr. Jakpa at the residence of the Supreme Court judge at the instance of the Attorney General. So these are documents which the Jakpa forwarded to Godfred Dame. After that meeting, I want to jail somebody. I don't have the documents. Can you help me? If you help me, I will free you. Then we can use the document. And you got all these documents. And still the document could not incriminate anybody. And now you want him to lie on top of the document. So these are documents. And in the next WhatsApp chat, WhatsApp Exhibit 5, dated 23rd November 2023, Godfred Dame is seen to have placed a call at 10:40 a.m. to Richard Jakpa and followed it with a message at 10, acknowledging a message sent to him by Mr. Jakpa that the case had been adjourned to Thursday the following week. Bro, the case is adjourned to next week, Thursday. The man is still on admission fighting for his dear life. Then Godfred Dame, okay, thanks. The final WhatsApp chat, WhatsApp Exhibit 6, dated Tuesday, 9th April 2024, shows evidence of a 26-minute phone call placed to Richard Jakpa by Godfred Dame at 7:12 a.m. The morning of the day Jakpa was scheduled to testify in the court. The recorded one we played for you. It was the morning Jakpa was going to court to testify. And he was saying that today if you go, tell them this. Letters of credit means cash payment. Letters of this means this. So go and tell them. But we don't have our own finance system in Ghana, which is different from the finance system everybody knows all over the world. How can you say that letters of credit is just cash payment? Somebody has taken the money without delivery, of course. And he was pushing him. And the man says, I have my conscience. I can't do it because I am being prosecuted from lies somebody has told about me. So why do you want me to lie for another person to also prosecute when I'm feeling the pinch of how lies can be used to create a problem for you? So I'm not going to do it. You see, it is this telephone conversation that we have played to you, and it was in this conversation that Godfred Dame, among others, asked Jakpa to fabricate a fake medical excuse duty to deceive the trial court. That's the claim by the dishonorable Attorney General Godfred Dame, that he only met the person once, and that same was true entrapment by a Supreme Court judge is not only false but hogwash. You now agree? Ladies and gentlemen, following Mr. Jakpa's testimony in court, and now I'm going to talk about the contrived plea bargain which Godfred Dame is using as a reason for the meeting and all that. The Attorney General has falsely claimed through his spokesperson and various assigns that his engagement with the third accused was for purposes of plea bargain at the instance of the third accused. We want to state for the records that there has not been any plea bargain meetings between the Attorney General and the accused